Hi, I'm Dan. Welcome to my shop and thanks for purchasing a room divider screen. I'm here to help you set it up. Good to have a wide open space with a carpet or a moving blanket to protect the pieces from scratches. We'll work on the wood frame first. So let's lay out all of your pieces. You'll have four top pegs, 4 feet, 4 vertical pieces, and 6 horizontals. We'll start with the horizontals. Let's divide them up into pieces that have the letters A and B on them and pieces that have the letters C and D on them. C and D will be the bottom 3 and A and B will be the top 3. There's going to be one piece that has 2 letters, in this case C and D, and that's going to be your center piece. It has 2 letters on it, C and D. The C, we're going to find the other horizontal piece that also has a C. We're going to want the 2 C's to touch each other. Same on the other side, the 2 D's will be touching each other. So that once it's set up, the letters will be between the horizontals and you won't see them. The center screen is going to be the shortest. There's 2 different sizes. The end screens are a bit longer than the center because of how these horizontals meet up. Let's take 2 of the leg pieces and 2 of the longest metal rods. There are 2 sizes of metal rods, longer and a shorter. And we're going to screw a longer metal rod into a leg piece. We'll do this twice. We need 2 leg pieces with the long metal rods. This is hand tight, no tools required. And we're going to need 2 top pieces with the long metal rods. While we're at it, we can set up the short metal rods in the remaining 4 pieces. That done, we'll take our set of long base pieces, 2 long threaded rods, 2 short threaded rods, and we'll put aside the short pieces that are the top pieces for later. The longest rods go in the middle where they have to pass through 2 horizontal pieces, and the shorter ones will be for the ends. So let's tip this forward and slide the legs in through the holes. The longest ones in the center and the shorter ones on the outside. Let's do the same thing now for the top. I'll be laying out the center AB piece in the center. So I've got a side piece with an A facing up, another side piece with a B facing up. I'll be flipping this so that the B touches the B and the A touches the A. And now we're going to use these shorter pieces with the shorter metal rods on the outsides. Same thing, we'll roll this in so that the center panel is shorter than the outside panels. And we'll insert the longer threaded rods through their holes and the shorter threaded rods on the outsides. Now, since my assembly table is small, I'm going to move this out of the way. If you're doing this on the floor, you should have plenty of room to just separate them and work on the vertical pieces. We'll assemble the top part first. The vertical pieces, there are 2 that are slightly longer and 2 that are slightly shorter. If you set them all up, you'll see which those are. The shorter ones are the center vertical pieces, the longer ones are the 2 ends. They can go any way you like. I'm going to set up a longer piece on this end, the other long piece on the other end, and the 2 shorter pieces in the center. You can hand tighten the legs, or rather these are the top pieces, into the verticals. Okay, and now we'll assemble the other side, the base. That's all there is to it. First we'll put in the woven center pieces and then we'll stand it up. The idea is you stand it up, the more angle the panes have between them, the more stable the whole piece will be. And when it's in a position that you like, then you go through and tighten all of the 8 end pieces well by hand. No tools necessary. This arrangement of the panels with the black triangle on the top and the tan triangle towards the bottom, I'd like you to maintain that because the toggles have been marked off slightly higher at the top. So once you've got your panels laid out, you'll notice at the ends I've marked them off with the string to identify the places where the leather toggles pass. You can open this a little bit, it's fine, before you untie the string, so you have a space to put the leather in. And the string has a bow knot, so just take that out. And put one of these setups straight through that hole. We'll thread it through the other end. And this will receive a button on the other side. I haven't figured out how to film this. Yeah. There we go. Once you've got your room divider set up, you come around to the back side. There's really no back side, but the side that has the longer toggles where you tie the buttons on. To cut the leather down to size so it doesn't overhang, I like to use wire cutters or a pair of pliers that has a wire cutting space in its base. If you don't have one of these, nail clipper, a good pair of nail clippers will work as well. Scissors might, if they're excellent, but it's thick leather, so it's easier with one of these tools. So you'll come to the knot, leave a little bit, and cut it off.